The Habit from Chase Bliss is like a delay pedal that is so hardcore, it feels wrong to call it a delay pedal. What it's doing is continually recording everything you play and then giving you really fun options for how to mangle that. So as a result, some of the sounds it can make sound a little bit like stuff the Mood and Blooper pedals can do, also from Chase Bliss. But what sets the Habit apart is that it can record up to 3 minutes of what you've been playing, and it also has some unique ways to manipulate that footage. So in this video, I'm going to show you 5 ways you can exploit those 2 facts to create brand new sounds. If you've seen my videos before, you might know that I love perfect fifths. And so the first pro tip here is a setting I found on the Habit that will take the first immediate slice of everything you play and then pitch shift that slice up a perfect fifth over and over and over again innumerable times. It's going to create so many pitch shifts that it's not even going to sound like pitch shifts are happening or that perfect fifths have anything to do with it. It's just going to produce this overall new timbre. In fact, it actually reminds me of a very specific sound I've always associated with the rolling guitar synth, and I've always wanted to be able to clone it, and I've never been able to with pedals until now. There's a way to set the Habit where the modify knob becomes a continuous pitch control. So my next pro tip is to set the Habit that way and then use it as a one knob synthesizer. The easiest way to do this will be to use the Habit with a very simple input source. So in this case, I'm actually plugging a little synthesizer into the Habit, and I have the synthesizer set to produce a very basic square wave sound that sounds like this. And in the example you're going to see, I'm barely going to be playing the keyboard at all. What I'm really going to be playing is the modify knob of the Habit. The Habit also has a filter in it that can become ultra resonant. So the pro tip here is to set that filter right on the verge of runaway feedback, but not quite there yet. And then use the dip switches on the top of the pedal to continually change the range of the filter a little bit. If you just copy the settings I'm showing you here, what you'll get is like ghostly echoes in a haunted room. The next pro tip is just my go-to setting for mangling whatever I'm trying to play while I'm playing it. This setting uses what the manual calls the stepped trimmer function, which just basically tries to very glitchily chop up everything you're playing. It actually sounds a lot like what the microcosm pedal from Hologram Electronics specializes in. This next setting is just my favorite way to do that sort of thing with the Habit. Okay, remember before when I said the habit records up to 3 minutes of whatever you've been playing? For the last pro tip, I spent 3 minutes playing one note over and over and over again to fill up the habit's entire memory with just one pitch. And then I use the dip switches again to continuously change the habit's stepped pitch shift function to try to create an arpeggiator. And you got to know that the result did not sound like an arpeggiator at all. But that's really good because it sounded better than an arpeggiator.